All right. So I haven't been on much on DC this week. I had my grandkids. I did my dailies, but other than that, I just got off. Um, Hoping to catch up sometime next week between work. But I do want to address a few things because obviously I put a little reel together for the meta players, and you know, Horus did. Dark Horus put that, you know, little, you know, reel together, like stay away from this villain, you know, who used math against the community. Well, no offense, you know, if that's the definition of a villain in DCUO, I'll be happy to take the title, I guess, because the simple fact of it is, I warned the DC community to stop with the toxic bullshit. No other way to put it. Just bullshit. I'm like, man, you guys are dense. You ignore math. You don't go towards it. You ignore it. Zazo, the first time coming off when I use Tet on my tank versus a troll. And he's like, oh, trolls have the same amount of health. Really? Is that why fire tanks get 50% more health than any other power set? Rage, 20, I believe, 20% more health. And then let's take into consideration the compounding effects from any other source. Tanks will always surpass trolls in health. So when you double up health, especially if you're using Heart of Isis, the tanks will get the health bonus. So it's like strike one. Strike one, you're dense. You guys are not min maxing at all. Strike two, you guys stacked SP, ignoring the law of diminishing marginal returns. Strike two. It should have been the first strike and vice versa, but I'm just putting it out there. Not in not in any specific order, but I'm just giving all the strikes. Strike three, claiming any proc was meta. In this game, stats surpass procs. That's why you guys like to use Constantine. You stack the stats. And that's not a horrible thing, but the problem is if you have a DPS like me, if I'm playing DPS, I'm going to use your circle and I'm going to drop a damage ally. That's going to do more damage than Constantine can. So I get the benefit of the buff, just like you, but I'm going to out damage you because I'm using a ally that deals more single target damage. Just the way it is. It's nature of the beast. So then on top of it, you have players claiming that like super speed was like superior. And if you're using a precision build, I could see the advantages of using the abilities for your rotation, right? But other than that, there's no passive or ability that increases DPS in any movement style. It's just the way it is. So there's another strike. And then, I could just go on and on. It's like, look, man. And then some dude not stacking dots and having like three supercharged generators and still using Walk It Off when you could use Black Adam and build up with just even two and building up a tremendous amount of supercharge up front and more than what the Flash would give you in return. After you get two supercharged generators, Black Adam runs superior. Majority of the time, not always. There are some variables, but yeah. There are constant variables, but I have no respect for the meta players, none. And and I've had to do that in multiple games. This is not my first rodeo, Gray. This is not my first rodeo. I've been doing this since Ultima Online. I've done this for companies as an alpha tester, doing the math and bug reporting. And I was a major content creator in Elder Scrolls Online. And I warned you guys, I warned the DC community to stop with the toxic lies and bullshit. If you use the phrase meta, you just put a target on your back for me. And once I max allies, I'm coming for you. Personally. And I hope you're running your Omega. And I hope you're running your Razors. I hope. Because I'm going to smoke your ass. Just the way it is. You guys did this to yourselves. You did it to yourselves. Claimed a bunch of bullshit. Did not do your homework. And then you got a player like me who knows the numbers, and you think you're going to walk away so easily? I don't think so. No way, no how. No way, no how. Have a good one.